You are stuck in your comfort zone, and so am I. Why do you think I'm out here touching grass for the first time instead of being in my basement?
I'm tired of sitting on the side, bro. What's it gonna take for me to finally just dive into the deep end?
So I went to visit my sister in New York for a couple of weeks.
That's crazy. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I want to take some time and shout out to what I'm gonna just call traditional YouTubers, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. By traditional YouTubers, I'm talking about the people who think of video ideas, script that shit out, record it, think about the cinematography, the shot list, the editing. You know what I'm saying? Think about all that shit. It's not a short. It's not even a documentary. It's not a podcast clip. It's not a reaction. It's not a gaming video. Like an actual legit YouTube video, man. Shout out to y'all, bro. Shout out to y'all. Cause I've seen so many YouTubers essentially go away from that style of video. Right? Even though that's the content that blew them up. I've seen a lot of YouTubers, including myself, so I'm not excluding myself from this conversation. I've seen a lot of YouTubers move away from that style of content for what I'ma just be blatant is easier and inherently, in my opinion, lazier content. That being either live streaming or doing TikToks. Because I also watched, we're going to get back to this video. I also watched this video from Colin and Samir. Jesus Christ. Hold on. I also watched this video from Colin and Samir recently where they interviewed Blogilates. And essentially, like, she started as a typical YouTuber. But then, whatchamacallit, once, like, short-form content, like, really took off, she just went away from that shit because short-form content was more comfortable for her. It was easier, X, Y, and Z. So it takes a special person these days, in my opinion, to not only do videos like this, but, like, succeed in it, too. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's not what the video is about. Let's go.
Because recently I've just felt like I've been stuck in my comfort zone here. Bro, I literally have the same routine. I do and see the same things every day. I listen to the same music. I don't know why, but it's been harder than ever to branch out. Like, am I stuck forever listening to the stuff that I was listening to when I was 18? I want to find new music, but nothing hits harder than what I already know. I've been trying to branch out. You know, I went to an EDM show. A lot of wub-wubs. Pretty loud. Went on for a little too long. I might be too old at this point for this. But I did it, at least. I did it. But did I? I didn't even do it. I'm going to be real. I stayed home that night. I had this written so I would go and do it, and then I didn't do it. Dude. Oh my gosh.
It's hard to realize that things are a mess while you're in the mess. Like, I wanted to film in this car, and I was like, hold on, has this place always been this dusty, musty, crusty, busty, bro? What's going on here?
Whenever I feel uncomfortable, my first instinct is to escape into comfort. And a lot of the time, these comforts come in the form of things that are not good for me. In fact, some might say they are kind of bad. It took me a while to even realize that there's such thing as bad comfort. Like, how can it be bad? How can comfort be bad? It just sounds so nice and comfy. But it's more like a couch you think is comfy, but you don't even realize you're sinking deeper and deeper into it until you disappear. That was dark. I'm sorry. The internet gives me bad comfort. I use it to escape and numb myself, make myself comfortable, but I know it's a bad comfort. You can be stuck in a relationship that's a bad comfort for you. With somebody that you know is not good for you, but it's easier to stay than to leave. That's the thing about life. It's way easier to not do the things you're supposed to do to make yourself a better person than to do them. It's way...
That's a fact. That's a fact. Because even with me, like, weight loss is exactly that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know for a fact, like, what I'm doing right now, bad habits. My diet is ass, and I know what's good for me is to probably, you know, lay off the food and work out. But also what makes it tough is you are now in the position that you're at because of bad habits. And it's hard to break habits. You know what I'm saying? Like shit that you're used to doing, shit that just comes naturally to you. To change what's natural to you, what you're used to something else, that's a big step, bro. That's a difficult step. Even though it's some small shit to some people, that's tough. That's tough.
Way easier to order some Uber Eats that will make me feel absolutely disgusting later, like some food that will make me feel like I can outact Brendan Fraser in The Whale, than to actually just cook for myself. It's way easier to stay inside and chill than actually go out and socialize with any human being on planet Earth. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I feel like the pandemic actually let me feed into my introvert self so much that I forgot that I actually enjoy talking to people. I do enjoy it. It's just I forgot how to do it.
Oh yeah, the pandemic was. It was good for me in some aspects. Respect to everyone that's died, but it's just a fact. It was good to me in some aspects. But as a person that was already an introvert, as a person that already doesn't go out that much, and as a person that was in college, living by myself, living in dorms to get that college experience, when COVID told us, yo, just stay in your rooms or else, I took that shit as all right, bet. And it was fun. Like, I'm, looking back, I was comfortable. But also looking back, yo, bro, I wish I would have went out more. I wish I would have met more people. I wish I would have attended groups, after school groups and shit like that on campus. But
wake up when I want, yeah, do what I like.
I love meeting new people, finding things in common. It's usually those new experiences with those new people that you remember more than the daily routine that you usually do.
Can't hate on me, cause I do what I please, yeah, I'm living my life.
But it's an extra step, it's an extra leap you have to take to enjoy those feelings. It's jumping into the pool when I know it's gonna be cold, even though I know I'm gonna also enjoy it in a little bit. But instead I'm just sitting on the side of the pool like, dang, that looks pretty cold.
The following is sponsored by Scentbird. Fresh cut flowers, a warm
Damn.
summer breeze, white sandy beach. Yes, please. A bee. What? Then be you can laundry. I also love summer season. Find the link below and use my. That's
A lot of us run into our comforts as an escape from fear or frustration. Like when you're walking past someone and you look down at your phone instead of making eye contact. Because eye contact is scary and phone is easy. There's things I want to do, but I'm too scared to do them. What if I fail? Or worse, what if other people see me fail? The scenario I imagine in my head is almost always worse than whatever is going to happen in real life. Like getting rejected is tough, but in my head it would play out like, hey, I was thinking, you look beautiful, and I just wanted to say, ew. Did y'all hear that? He's trying to talk to me.
Ew.
Everybody, did you hear
what?
that? He's trying to talk
God.
to me. Him?
There's no way. This guy?
I can't believe this.
No, this is hilarious. Former President Barack Obama, did you hear this?
I did, and I just can't believe it. Sir, Nathan, we're going to give you the Congressional Medal of Dishonor. Sir, I don't even know if I'm qualified to do that anymore. I didn't.
No, Obama, that's not enough. Let's kill him.
What? Kill him.
Kill him. Kill him.
Kill him. Kill him. We gotta kill him. What?
Kill him.
is that him doing that?
No. So yeah, it usually doesn't go that bad. I'm trying to realize that those butterflies I get before doing something new are scary. It's a little stressful, but that's also kind of a good feeling, because that's what it actually feels like to live life sometimes. If I never get those butterflies, I'm kind of just coasting through life on autopilot. I'm 26 now. I'm still living in my hometown. I've never moved like a real big move. Like when people are like, I moved across the country with $12 in my pocket. And I don't know why they're half Australian, half Irish in that scenario, but they did that. My parents came from across the globe to live in America, When am I going to leave my comfort zone so hard that I'm like completely shocked and I have to actually live? I needed that feeling. That's why I went to New York for a little bit. I was staying in this room. This is
like
all
worded.
man really ever needs. I have my air mattress, no windows. There's one painting on the wall, so it doesn't feel like it's solitary confinement. I feel like Kanye working in that one locker room in a stadium. Pre-anti-Semitism. At first, it was a little overwhelming. Nobody told me there were gonna be this many people here. I thought y'all were kidding.
Mother Nature, let it pour. I don't care. Do your worst. Lightning, thunderstorm.
Oh shit.
It was weird being in this new city at first, but over time I was able to become more comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I slowly just fell in love with the vibe of the city, the people there, became more confident in being there, enjoying
Is he
the
moving to
idea
New
of
York?
being somewhere new, having to do new things, learn new things. I started taking a boxing class randomly. Bro, why not? Was walking by a guitar store and then just bought this guitar, starting to learn how to play again. Bro, screw it, man. Why not? I was doing all this, feeling my peak potential. And then I came back home and I fell right back into my regular routine. But I realized you don't have to change everything about your life at once. Right now, I'm just trying to do small things that get me out of my comfort zone. Making small talk with that stranger. Ordering this flavor of ice cream I've never had. Listening to the Beatles. Bro, I never got into the Beatles, man. I'm getting into the Beatles now. Just doing different things. It's easy for me to want to curl up into a ball and just hide from the world and stay in what I'm comfortable with. But then I don't ever get to experience or know what I'm capable of. Once I do something I'm scared of, I always look back and I think, wow, like one, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And two, now I know I can actually do that. And if I fail,
That's the thing too. It doesn't have to be like being outside of your comfort zone does not have to be moving across the country, moving to a new city, and packing your bags. It could be small shit. You know what I'm saying? It could be small shit, and you would be surprised with just how fulfilled you are from that small shit. Like me personally, just going out for groceries. As a person who stays in the house a lot, like that shit is refreshing, bro. Going for a drive for the next 2 hours, just vibing with the windows down. That shit is a vibe, bro. That shit is damn near therapeutic to me. You know what I'm saying? Small shit like that. You know, maybe for a birthday celebration, instead of asking for a gift, instead of opening gifts, ask for an experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, or even like if you're gonna go out and just have a birthday dinner, don't go to just the local restaurant. Go like 30 minutes out. Go 40 minutes out. Go to a city that you've never heard of, that you've never been to, and have dinner there. Just have a different fucking experience. You know what I'm saying?
fail at it, that's part of life, bro. At least I got the experience. At least I get to say I did it. I don't have to live my whole life wondering what if. The comfort zone is not all bad. There is beauty in finding comfort in this messed up world. It's just about figuring out which comforts are good for you and which ones are holding you back or hurting you. What about you guys? Do you relate to what I'm talking about here? This is still something I'm struggling with every day. I'm not a self-help guru. I'm trying to help myself and also just talking about it and seeing what y'all think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If I'm gonna keep trying my best, I want you to try your best, all right?
Shout out to Nathan, man. Shout out to Nathan. Big Nathan.